wrapped in black crape.
that the crowd can sit down.
Tally Lammers, ILBs, emphasis, yeah. Toontown Underground, party don't stop till we gotta go home. Let's kick a late night session on the microphone. Instinctively in the place to be, MP and me, it's ILBs and BC. We flying infinitely free, lyrically inside of me, inside of you, affecting me and all I do. Cause hip hop, it is living. When you're using all you're giving, driven 24/7 and then more. What you think I time escape for? Replace about 4 hours of the day. I put a little time away. I gotta find a better way to get away today. So DJs, you rock those beats. Come on, party people, get on your feet. Let me take you back upon the silky smooth ass track. I got the skills you lack, so B-boys and B-girls, you throw them hands up. Let me hear you scream. Party people in the front, let your mind run. Party people in the back, escape the time. Party people in the front, let your mind run. Party people in the place, if you could, if you would. Throw the motherfucking hands up like you know you should. Party people in the place, if you know it's so good. Throw the motherfucking hands up like you know you should.
Way that the crowd can sit down.
Dispatch all laws. Because of the creator, I attach the jaws of a green alligator to your psyche in an instant. It might be frightening if you're an infant. Mind state gaping open, ready to snap shut. But it is enlightening, isn't it? I leave imprints in cellular matter, converted to laughter. For instance, after releasing my bladder instantaneously, I imprison instigators. It's a fun game for me, plain to see. We leave competition in an odd position of complacency, retracing their transition back from ABC to Z. Party people in the back, escape from time. Party people in the front, let your mind run. Party people in the back, escape from time. Party people in the front, let your mind run. Party people in the place, if you could, if you would. Throw them motherfucking hands up like you know that you should. Party people in the place, if you know it's all good. Throw them motherfucking hands up like you know that you should. Styles are mammoth, 21st century on this planet, yet we can't understand it. These rhymes are fresh, I had to cram it in like finals. SATs, M.P's, dropping the man heat degrees. Opposite a polar freeze up in the north. My people negativity must abort. First that life is too short, so then we rhyming up for sport. I fill my cup with the knowledge, of course. Yeah, that sounds cool. I'm from the Saspa and I'll not be taken as no fool, strictly bliss. Emphasis is coming through like blitz through the 3-hole. If he's in his zone, watch the chromosomes. Wanna chill at the top if you content with chillin' low. I plant it in your brain and then it grows, it grows, it grows. With the crazy link, bionic spiritual superhuman strength. I read it from the book and then it travels to my thinks. I thinks I'm processing. There's a lack of top quality and I find it quite festering frustration. About the time you got the whole equation. Be calm as ILB's Dalai Lama. It's amazing. Escape from time. Party people in the front, let your mind climb. Party people in the back, escape from time. Party people in the front, let your mind climb. Party people in the place, if you could, if you would. Throw the motherfucking hands up like you know that you should. Party people in the place, if you know it's all good. Throw the motherfucking hands up like you know that you should. Party people in the back, escape from time. Party people in the front, let your mind climb. Party people in the back, escape from time. Party people in the front, let your mind climb. Party people in the place, if you're feeling real good. Throw the motherfucking hands up like you know that you should. Party people in the place, if you would, if you could. Throw the motherfucking hands up like you know that you should. Party people in the back, escape from time. Party people in the front, let your mind climb. Party people in the back, escape from time. Party people in the front, let your mind climb. Party people in the place, if you feeling real good. Throw the motherfucking hands up like you know that you should. Party people in the place, if you know it's all good. Throw the motherfucking hands up like you know that you should.
While you're murdering me, 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 while you're murdering me.
When did you first begin riding Flatland, and did you have a mullet when you began?
No, I didn't have a mullet. I had a stupid part on the side hairdo that my mom gave me when I was young, and it took a while to grow out of that, but yeah, no, when did I start riding? Back in '82.
So now you run a flat-only contest series. Is this something you've always wanted to do, and why?
Yeah, actually, I was kind of envious of Bob Morales back when he was doing that, but it was more of just like the fact that he had everything under control, and he's running a league, and it was an association, as the AFA, and I just thought that it was cool, and he seemed to really enjoy running it, so that was a little seed. But when I started to think about doing it in our way with the AFL and now IFL, it just kind of came to me that it would be fun to have something like that from the old days where everybody got together, but it was just Flatland, and we just have a good time and not run it like the AFA, but like take some of the ideas that they originally had, like a membership, and you get a card and a t-shirt, and you feel a part of something. So that's pretty much what it was after the X Games. Me and Jason Pitchke were talking about how all the pros were pissed off and how we just needed something. So I just said, well, we should do it like the old AFA, and we joked about it first, but then it became serious in my mind, and I started calling Jason every day and talking to him, saying, come on, we gotta do something here, for this. It's just not right. You gotta rebel, back against, rage against the machine that's fighting against you. So
Who sponsors your events?
Well, for this year, we're stoked to have Standard. They're our title sponsor.
Are there any friends and family you'd like to give some thankful words out to for support over the years, anything they've done for you?
Sure. Family, yeah. I mean, my mom and my dad, they definitely supported me. And my sister, drove me around and stuff. She supported me big time, and she's always, there on the phone, and we talk a lot, so she's a good friend of mine. Jason Pitchke, for sure. He's been a good friend for a long time, and Chad Johnston, too. Also Sam Peterson up in San Francisco, and of course, Brian Sofer, who originally helped us start off, with the website and everything. He was a huge help in getting us going, and all the pros who have come out. I mean, really, it feels good that they'd show up even though there's not money, and so without saying every one of them, but all the pros who've come out. Just everybody who supported the whole thing, and everybody's bought a membership. It's just humbling feeling just to feel that I can give something back to the sport. It's really all I'm trying to do, and it feels good to get around all the other riders again, and that's really why I did it all, and I'm working so hard, because I just want to be around, at the events and the riders, and so I'm just having a good time doing that, and so thanks, everybody.
I want you to hit me as hard as you can.
What?
I want you to hit me as hard as you can.
My name is Lee Edwards. I'm from Highlands, Texas. I'm 27 years old. I'm a certified Flatlander only, married with 5 children. Love you, babe.
I usually don't strum my chords like this. I'm usually more of a muted man. I usually don't raise my voice like this. I'm usually more of a muted man. I usually don't strum my chords like this. I'm usually more of a muted man. I usually don't pick a fight like this. The class has raised its head again. What's to be disclosed to you is ultimately secret. Involves the conversations of our freshly deposed leader, speaking to his namesake here and extra on the guys. Just the treachery, the treasons of his previous advisors. So keep in mind, beloved, some of us they are a hatching. Would you best stop pretenders that the hero beast is watching? Watching. Hey, hey, hey. I usually don't strum my chords like this. I'm usually more of a muted man. I usually don't raise my voice like this. I'm usually more of a muted man. I usually don't strum my chords like this. I'm usually more of a muted man. I usually don't pick a fight like this. The class has raised its head again. Is there anything you need to know before I go that's urgent? To anything you'd like to hear? Ships of my insurgents. Your head is in the gun size now by leaving claiming office. The target held in place by crystal strength that plague the novice. My prediction in the interest of your city as I'm weeping. I'll be there with this mimic come to kill you as you're sleeping. Sleeping. I usually don't strum my chords like this. I'm usually more of a muted man. I usually don't raise my voice like this. I'm usually more of a muted man. I usually don't strum my chords like this. I'm usually more of a muted man. I usually don't pick a fight like this. But I've raised its head again.
What is your name?
Art Thomason,
How old are you, Art?
26 years old,
And how many years you been riding for?
about 13. This last year I had a really good year, and I got 5th place in an X Trials and made it to the X Games for my 3rd year.
Do you have anything you like to do in your spare time other than riding, sleeping, eating?
I just hang out with my girlfriend, I guess. We've been living together for about 3 months or something like that, so that's cool. Like, first time I've ever lived with a girl or whatever, so it's a cool situation and a good experience. So, yeah, I mean, I'm so busy with everything else, I don't get a lot of time to hang out with her, so when I do get it, it's cool.
Do you put the toilet seat down?
Not always, no.
She's cool with that?
Yeah, I've never heard a complaint, so.
Then you got a good one. So is there like a daily schedule you set for yourself, riding, paying your bills off, that kind of thing?
Yeah, kind of revolves around school, but like Mondays is a lame day for me right now because I have like classes like from noon till 5 or something, or till about 4, and then so I have to go ride from 4 till dark, so it doesn't give me much time. But all the other days I'm done by like 1:30, so I get to ride from then till it gets dark, and then come home, do homework, hang out with my girlfriend, train my dog. We just got a puppy that's pooping and peeing all over the floor, so I get to deal with that. So that's pretty much my day every day, except the weekends, and it's just the same thing, just no school.
So is there any kind of mindset you devote yourself to during like a normal practice day?
Not really. I mean, I just have whatever tricks I'm working on at the time. I make sure I pull all those at least one time. There's a contest coming up, I'll go through my run, make sure I do it, pull everything once and that, and then just whatever I think up along the way or want to try. Sometimes I'll get off on some sidetrack for like 2 hours and trying all this other stuff, or sometimes I just go out and do my set of maybe like 20 or 30 tricks I want to do and go home. It just kind of depends on what the day's like.
So you got a pretty black new EP bike. How do you like it?
I like it a lot. Like every EP I've had, I think this is my 4th one. Every one I've had has been better. And this year they got the platform off. They've lightened up the back end a little bit, made it stiffer with the plate down there. They have 990 mounts on the fork, which I really like. I've been wanting that forever, and it's awesome that they got it on there now. Everything works great on it, so I'm happy.
What does the future hold for you?
I have no idea. I mean, I'm really into riding, so I mean, I'm sure I'll be doing flatland tricks for as long as I possibly can. And I don't know how much longer I'll be going to contests, but I don't really see an end anytime soon. I mean, I like the contest scene. It helps push new tricks. At least helps get you dialed. I mean, there's some things that you would just learn and forget, but you're like, well, I'll try to dial that in for the next contest or whatever. So I think it does help you progress in some ways. But I don't really have any big time plans for the future, but I just want to keep riding, hitting all the contests and that kind of stuff.
Just want to keep spinning circles on a wheel?
Definitely.
I know you've done a lot of traveling, been at some cool places. What are some of the coolest places you've been to, and any stories you might have from there?
I've traveled pretty much every state. I have a lot of fun in California. We do all the Got Milk shows. There's, all the guys that I ride with are really cool and fun to hang out with, so that's always a good time. But Kentucky comes to mind, and I had a pretty good story from there. Troy McMurray and Stefan Sarah met some girls or something like that, and they were talking to or whatever, and I guess this one girl had like very large natural breasts. And so she came back to the hotel and just like hanging out or whatever, like drinking beers with us. But it turns out that like she really liked to show them. After like we talked her into it, she was showing her breasts off to everyone, and we were holding her over like the edge of the balcony, and like she was flashing people in the bar and like all this cool stuff. But I mean, like those breasts are like, I took her bra and it fit like on my head, and they were natural and perky. So it was definitely cool, but by the end she knew that like she could get a lot of stuff from him. So she actually asked for t-shirts, so she walked away with about 15 t-shirts by the time the night was over.
Is there any one kind of story you could tell me about that involves the local law enforcement agency busting down the hotel door to come see you?
Yeah, there might be one like that. We did a show in Omaha, Nebraska one time, and there was 3 of us there. It was me, a skateboarder, and vert rider Joe Tecca. So we were doing some shows, whatever, at the Omaha Fair, and we met 2 or 3 girls there. And this one girl that worked at the snow cone store right next door, she kept hanging around, and we were talking to her. She's 19. Cool. And what happened, the other 2 guys ended up leaving a day early, and I had to wait for my plane to leave the next day. So I had the hotel by myself. So I said, well, hey, why don't you come by? I'm going to be by myself, and we'll hang out or something. So I had to go pick her up because for some reason she didn't have a car, which that might have been my first hint, but I didn't really notice it. I didn't think anything of it. So I go to pick her up, and I couldn't pick her up at her house. She said it's too hard to find, so I picked her up at a gas station. It was by her house. And so when we're at the gas station, like some cop's giving her a hard time because he thinks that she's underage, that she's like 15, and it was like midnight then, and they have a curfew. He's like, yeah, I swear, I was at your house, and because your mom got bit by a dog, and I remember seeing you. And she's like, no, that was somebody else, All right, so she shows me the city of Omaha. Then we go back to the hotel. We have a couple of beers that we bought on the way, and before any kind of action went on, we had a knock on the door, and she ran and looked through the peephole, and it turned out it was the local police. And so instead of just answering the door, she's like trying to hide under the bed. And I really didn't know why. I was like, well, what's the deal? And she was like, oh, I'm really only 18. I'm like, what's wrong with that? She's like, okay, I'm really only 17. I'm like, okay, you maybe have a problem here. And anyway, they knocked and knocked, and I just chilled out, hoping they would go away. But eventually, the hotel manager like busted in with the key. So the cops come in and like frisk me, and then they tell me that this chick's like a 15-year-old runaway, and that she I guess like she lives with her brother and like somebody now, and so they found like my picture, like we had like pictures that we autographed, and it had like my hotel number on it, and so they somehow like found us that way. But luckily I didn't go to jail, and they believed that I thought she was 19. It wasn't my fault, and I didn't do anything to her, so no harm was done.
friends or family out there you want to give props out to?
Yeah, just I want to say thanks to my family. They've helped me out a lot with riding and just supporting me through times when I didn't make any money riding or whatever. And all my friends back in Ponca that I grew up with and everything. And I want to say what's up to my girlfriend too, Carrie. The Hoffman Bikes, Odyssey, Brickhouse Bikes, the Flatlander.com, Chaos Agency helps me out some too. And I think that's it.
God gave you a brain, made you a fool. Why don't you use your brain to pick up girls at school? Why is your face so blank as you look away? People that judge books by the cover never read them anyway. Oh well, I'll never get to know you well. I'll never get to know you well. I'll never get to know you well. Sometimes it pays to be colorblind. If you pay friendship back with interest, I don't mind. Friends should have much more in common than bruises, cuts, and scratches, and the color of their skin. Oh well, I'll never get to know you well. I'll never get to know you well. I'll never get to know you well. Fashions taught you to dress, turn a new leaf. Once you bought their wares, you went shopping for beliefs. If you should pinch my skin, you'll change its color. I'll wake up to the day I can't be just like any other. Oh well, I'll never get to know you well. 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 I'll never get to know you well, 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 well. I can't seem to remember if you were kind or did you even care about my peace of mind. I find that in the end you're just a big old. I can't seem to recall why you keep on laughing at your stupid jokes. They're a waste of your time 'cause I find that in the end you're just a big old bore, and I never wanted more than just a little fun. I don't wanna behave. I don't wanna behave. I don't wanna behave, and I don't wanna live up to your standards. I can't seem to believe how your little obsession as you buy the clothes and has you running blind. I find that in the end you're just a big old. I can't seem to believe how you keep on clutching with all your might to your nickels and dimes. I find that in the end you're just a big old bore, and I never wanted more than just a little fun. I don't wanna behave. I don't wanna behave. I don't wanna behave, and I don't wanna live up to your standards. I'd always thought that we had the same goals, but now I know what you're after. You'll do anything to get what you want, and there's nothing that I wouldn't put past you. It's pathetic to see how tight you can be when things don't all go your way.
To do a pinky squeak, you start off in a position you see on the screen. It's called a fork stand. Essentially give the bars a little tug at the same time as you squeak the front tire backwards. The frame will start spinning around in a counterclockwise motion. Once the frame's at the 270 point, it's time to pull your front brake lever as you step on the tire. It's only your right foot on the tire as your left foot goes over the top tube and make it to the front left peg. Once on the front left peg, kick backwards, and you're now rolling in somewhat of a squeaker. Now take your right leg and lift it up, and the frame will pass over, and you're onto your second revolution. 2 pinky squeaks. This one's a bit more difficult. What I did to practice this trick was essentially learn how to do a fire hydrant first. And then when it came around to a full 360 point, I kicked backwards into like a small squeaker without the seat being on my bum. Then as you get that more and more dialed, you're more and more centered over the handlebars. And you get to the point where you're stepping off the tire, letting your left leg, the frame pass through your left leg. And the more and more you practice it, the more pinky squeaks you'll do. It took me quite a long time to learn this trick. In fact, I just learned it about 2 years ago. But the more you practice it, the easier it's going to be. It's all about timing for this one. And it's pretty self-explanatory. It can be a jumping trick. It can be just a switching trick. It's all about your own personal style, but like I just said, the more you practice it, the easier it'll come. Start off riding along at a good comfortable speed. You want your left foot on the left front peg, your right foot on the back left peg. Essentially what you're going to do is ride along and transfer your weight from both feet onto just your left foot, which is on the front peg, and at the same time put a little bit of swing into the back end. Just lightly kick it around, then worry about your balance. Find your sweet spot, being over the handlebars, centered over the front axle. Make your transfer from your left foot to your right foot when the frame comes around, and you're now ready to have the frame touch down and put your left foot on the top tube. At that point, you still want to keep your balance over the handlebars, having just enough weight on the back end for when it comes around to brace yourself, ride out of the trick, and you're out. Multiple whiplashes are a tough one. This is where you're going to have to fall on your hands quite a bit. Essentially, it's about having the perfect balance point over top the handlebars. What I just did here was brakeless whiplashes. You might want to learn multiples first with your brakes, but you may not, because the sweet spot is there, and it's just a matter of finding it. To find the sweet spot, you're rolling in a double footed position, so it's a lot of upper body balance. You're going to have to try and experiment with lots of things. Try your whiplashes one way, the opposite way, and next thing you know, you'll be doing 10 whiplashes down the parking lot.
Just one moon and one golden sun, and a smile means friendship to everyone. Though the mountains divide and the oceans are wide, it's a small world after all. 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 It's a small, small world. It's a world out after a world out there. It's a world of hope and a world of peace. There's so much that we share that it's time we're aware. It's a small world after all.
What's up? Oh, the water was the best part of that ride.
men with pen in the sound booth. The record jacket says file under truth. It's 500 proof, so that no rhymer can doubt. You verbally impoverished MCs need a line handout, and my style stand out. Even when I'm sitting and when I'm spitting, I'm stretching your minds like the seventh inning, and my tails are winning over heads like penny flipping. MC ripping, leaving many dripping like skinny dipping. I use my microphone against any weapon. You faking half-stepping MCs should take a lesson. I'll make an impression like meteor showers and make Marvel comic heroes need all of their powers. I'll leave all you cowards sleeping with a nightlight. Go into therapy to try to kill your mic right. Keep it tight like Sasquatch and high heels. My mic rocket's so amazing I'm shocking eels.
Ain't no need to question the authority. Ain't no need to question the authority. Ain't no need to question the authority. Ain't no need to question the authority.
Penultimate, that bringer but the alternate. I'm sending kids into space just like Mulder's mother did. Leaving rappers stuttering when I start to utter scripts and save the day. Yes, it's safe to say I'm on some other shit. I'm fat like your upper lip after my lines punch. And like an SP sample in a Nestle, my rhymes crunch. I'm bending backs till y'all rappers get a hunch that if you're not bringing some tasty shit, then you're out to lunch. I'm about to launch to the stars under orders to make the aliens jump and knock our planet out of orbit. I battle entire solar systems and win my forfeit. That hardcore shit like crustaceans with rigor mortis. I put you on a torture rack and stretch your mind. I draw and quarter your rhymes and then I etch my lines. The mic commandments carved into a tablet. I got so many rhymes I need a filing cabinet.
Ain't no need to question the authority. Ain't no need to question the authority. Ain't no need to question the authority. Ain't no need to question the authority.
It's the funk, flipper, tongue, twister. Vocals so hot when I breathe I get lung blisters. The sun eclipser, the boom bipster. Bringing apocalypse to mom, dad, and little sister. That spittle wizard, mystery mister. Ultimate smoking rappers with my scripture. I'm leading hip hop back to the land of the hipster. Kid, don't front, I'm in your ass like a sphincter. How many whacking seeds you take to change a light fixture? They can't, you're too busy talking about how they'll stick you. I change your name to Serrano Reynolds, then I'll rip you. But don't get caught waiting for the change or I'll tip you. I'll topple your city with a 9 on the Richter. And that was just a mic check, now it's time to hit you. The beanball pitcher, the Beantown scripter. File my lyrics under worth 1,000 pictures.
Ain't no need to question the authority. Ain't no need to question the authority. Ain't no need to question the authority. Ain't no need to question the authority.
My name is David McDaniel, 24 years old. I've been riding about 12 or 13 years, since like the 80s when it was popular. What else was there? Now I'm in San Diego, California. I've been there for about 3 years. Moved there to ride, pretty much. I was living in Tucson before that, going to the University of Arizona, and kind of unsure what I wanted to do, and I love to ride, and I was like, yeah, it'll take some time and give that a go. So I did, and it's been fun.
So, you're riding in the pro class now, right?
Yeah, I just entered my first contest not too long ago, pro class, one of the IFL contests in New Jersey. It went well, I guess, under the circumstances. Get nervous, riding with all the big boys, but it was a lot of fun.
So what do you suppose made you go, hey, I want to ride pro with this one.
Well, I think mainly, like, I don't really feel like I should be, but riding for 2 hip, I kind of feel obligated, you know, like, because everybody else on the team does, and that's what they expect pretty much, so. And they pay entry fees, which helps out, you know, like, so I don't have to lose the money for the big pro entry fee, so thanks to Ron Wilkerson on that one. I always think when Wilkerson, I think of his dreadlocks. Each one is a different color, like he had it that way for a while, and it just reminds me like the Flintstones, because he has one of those Fred Flintstone shirts, and it's just like too cartoon-like, with the Flintstones shirt.
Yeah?
But I know that was multiple words, doesn't really count, huh?
No, I don't care.
We interrupt this program to bring you a special bulletin from our interplanetary news.
Do you have a clue what you do?
Pay attention to the man with the blessing.
Do you have a clue what you do?
Pay attention to the man with the blessing.
Do you have a clue what you do?
Pay attention to the man with the blessing.
Do you have a clue what you do?
My main vantage point is I use live ammunition. I survive the restrictions that make my mic dosage addiction. Friction leads to fire, crews could get burned. How much ink I just injected is none of your concern. Unless you're on terms of understanding with the meager. Eager to be meek so you can inherit the heater. I can tell you're not braced in the study of conflict. The graceful words I'm doomed to pick my verse to be convict. I've seen other schools of thought teach a class. I stay in the ground the colors of glass. It's Sunday mass, so I ask who plays the lead role of darkness in my cast.
What message do you have for the world?
Taste my torture. Sweet words from the warlock, a filthy-minded mongrel. Make sure the door's locked. I adore addiction. Bloodshed and depression, flesh and skin cover my skull. Shine with aggression, emerald eyes, and golden strains. A painful voice, pale skin, and acid rain. Showers, powerful stream of tears that trickle. I walk softly with the hammer and the sickle. A sick individual, high voltage assault, hit with the battering round, throwing heat with the catapult. Now add a jolt of electricity. Extreme wattage, a psycho in the forest with an axe that ransacks your cottage. It's hot up in this bitch. The weird and the wonderful, the circa tent's been pitched. Now wake up in the night, in a cold sweat and scream. Swollen members, English breakfast with Vadim.
Let's take a trip inside of my floors. Updating rappers, educating all. Let's take a trip inside of my floors. Updating rappers, educating all. Let's take a trip inside of my floors. Updating rappers, educating all. Let's take a trip inside of my thoughts.
I'm sorry, but you're going to have to repeat that in English.
When you feel the ground giving way, it's an S&M tradition. Take a trip inside of my thoughts for a collision. Thought patterns are scattered, you can't pick up the pieces. A faculty of poison once this venom releases. The intensity increases, glass clones get thrown. You shouldn't walk alone in a danger zone where change is known to rearrange your fleshy tone back to skull and bone. What? You knocking and no one's home. The cord's cut on the phone. The doorbell's got no tone. The ivy is overgrown. And rigor mortis resembles your body that's turned to stone. Heads get flown. An action that we condone.
Always like that now. Always like that now. Always like that now. Always like that. Always like that now.
Ich war viel lieber Terrorist und bombte alles weg. Und hab ich in die Schulbank einen Glasstern reingekratzt, bis unser fettes Rektors mein Computer fast geplatzt. Gute Animation, ihr wart ein geiler Haufen. Gute Animation, mit euch ist was gelaufen. Gute Animation, macht euch immer spitze. Leider war ich noch zu klein, um bereits bei euch dabei zu sein. Doch mein Herz schlug damals schon für die gute Animation. Die Rap hat leider nur versäumt, es zu erklären, wovon sie träumt. Die Theorie war intellektuell und kompliziert. Der kleine Mann, für den sie kämpfte, hatte das nicht ganz kapiert. Dann konnte sie der Staat ganz leicht als Volksfeind isolieren. Die Panzer haben sich eingeschissen, haben abgesagt. Die Waage als Traum und der hat jede Nacht gejagt. Gute Animation, ihr wart ein geiler Haufen. Gute Animation, mit euch ist was gelaufen. Gute Animation,
First started riding, I used to compete in competitions called UK BFA, which is like a UK version of what was the AFA at that time. And I used to have to do compulsory, stuff, and you had to do flatland and ramps in 1 minute. So and I think like the compulsories were you had to do a rollback, a switch round, that's kind of like where you ride along and then ride backwards and then ride out of it, a rock walk, which I always used to have trouble with for some reason, and an aerial is what they called it, and a frame stand, all in 1 minute. It was pretty lame, but it was, I guess. And then I was in under 12s at that time, and then as things progressed, things in England started getting away from the UK BFA competitions, and my dad actually, along with me, we came up with like how the King of Skate Parks used to be. We started out with a competition called King of Concrete, which is still running today, like 13 years later. And the basic idea of that was to get away from the compulsory element and just to have like a jam style format. We were pretty much, as far as I know, one of the first people to do it. And that's basically how it's evolved competition-wise. Riding-wise is crazy. I mean, from balancing tricks, for me it's evolved from balancing tricks to Switzerland squeakers, stuff like that, and then the whiplash stuff came in, so kind of learned all that stuff, and then where like now it's like a combination of everything. That's what I try to do with my flatland. The tricks that I've made up have come from like accidents, really. Like I'll be doing a trick and then it'll go into something else completely unplanned, and I'll just think, oh, if I tried that a little bit harder I could get to that. And then I did like G-turn into X-up cowboy squeak on a pedal. I did that for a few years, but scuffing, and now I do it all with one kick and then kind of tail whip round and do it with the bars X and then go back again, one kick again and then come out. So that evolved like that, and then I did G-strings into the cowboy X-up thing as well, and like G-turn into cowboy X-up, one kick straight into a hitchhiker combo. Things like that, like that's the way I do it personally. And then there's like some tricks that I've worked on for like 6 months. G-string to backwards half packer, that's one of my dream tricks, and I finally pulled it like 6 months ago, so I'm pretty stoked with that. Back when I was 15, I used to make a zine called Totally Intense, and I made 36 issues of that magazine, and Mark Noble, who's actually the editor of Ride UK magazine, used to contribute photos, and we used to trade back and forth. I would do stories for Ride magazine, and then I guess when I went to university I stopped doing the zine, and because I didn't have enough time, plus riding as well, and from there I started doing stuff for the magazine, and now it's evolved into a job. Plus a lot of people don't really see all sides of the sport, so I try and push the flatland side as much as I can to a lot of people in Europe, more the UK, but magazine sells to Europe, so flatland scene's pretty big, so it's definitely worth a market, so they put a lot of stuff in, so it's going pretty good at the moment. And it enables me to go to all the competitions as well, which is nice. Since I started riding, I always wanted to win the World Championships, and I won the World Championships when I was 14 in expert, and then after I won that, I always wanted to win Pro Flatland, and the second year that I was Pro Flat at the World Championships, I won that one. That was my hardest wish, because ever since then, it's got harder and harder, so I think once you win a competition, it's harder to step up and stay at that level. So, like now, my wish, now I'd love to win the Worlds again.
When you leave, shut the door. Wanna talk about it anymore. When you're gone, don't forget to leave the light on. When you go, please say goodbye to me. Will I go alone? Will you stand by me and follow your conviction? You don't try me, you don't help. 5 years to this day, still you walked away and left me and cold blinded. I hear you, but I can't make out the words. When you leave, shut the door. Don't wanna talk about it anymore. When you're gone, don't forget to leave the light on. When you go, please say goodbye to me. Can you see it through? Will you turn your head on everything we stood for? The dream that we once shared. And now we turn the page. Another day goes by, we move in new directions. Still hear you, but I can't make out the words. Yeah. When you leave, shut the door. Don't wanna talk about it anymore. When you're gone, don't forget to leave the light on. When you go, please say goodbye to me.
1, 3. Yeah, raise the beat and turn me down a little bit. That's how it goes. Check it out. Yo, let me melt into the air, morph into what you can hear. James appears after obvious. Clouds of smoke, I bet you felt it through the snare. What you do here remains clear, peep them obvious. Clouds of smoke, I had to rhyme, inevitably intertwined. Infinite, meticulous, internal lyric infrastructure is the articulate discusser. Mustard gas combustor, use your lungs, inhale the obvious. Clouds of smoke, paragraphs of plutonium. Collide and detonate, designated agenda, scatter your cells through outer space, after which you got to wait 100 million centuries for your molecules to reconverge and form an entity. Once again, those obvious clouds of smoke scar your throat, provoke you to choke. I hope you know and highlight spoken quotes I style right. You file is obvious after 2020 hindsight. Yo, didactic, cause you might learn from this. I ain't preaching to y'all, I'm just speaking to y'all. Compulsory, them flows be all up in my gut. It's just my behavior, tell you what. Hey yo, didactic, cause you might learn from this. I ain't preaching to y'all, I'm just speaking to y'all. Compulsory, them flows be all up in my gut. It's just my behavior, tell you what. I had to rhyme, creatively combine my colloquials, innovatively splinter those Pinocchios into toothpicks. By the chainsaws, I brainstorm who gets ruthless. Obviously, I remain on point like skin during acupuncture sessions. I recline at nighttime on a better spike, so I'm on point when I be sleeping right, snoozing right, receiving nice. Subconscious freestyles and speak it out loud, my acts reveal. Knots from blows, I landed at random, twice like cranks on tandem bikes. Thrice like trikes for little types, 4 times for raw rhymes that soar through cold mics. Sure, I'm a whole dice, squeeze and release. Sniper style, you feel the words way before you hear the beat compiled. Yo, with conviction, didactic diction. I'm spitting in rhythm, I'm glad you stopped to listen. Yo, didactic, yo, didactic.
Obvious, obvious, I ain't your average hip hopper. Obvious, I ain't your average hip hopper. Obvious, I ain't your average hip hopper. Obvious, I ain't your average hip hopper.
You'll let me melt into the air. Melt into the air. James appears after obvious. Clouds of smoke. I bet you felt it through the snare. Felt it through the what you do here, Pete, them obvious. Clouds of smoke. I had to rhyme. Why else would I be compelled to rap, shadow battle myself in hopes that it'll help us to prattle? I heard like cattle, y'all got beef and that's okay. I'm in the steak and MC murder race to say the least. You're once again after obvious. Clouds of smoke. I'm filled with a force field of words and a sort of syllables to serve those who deserve to be dismantled verbally. I heard your CD and it sounded like dirt. 13, I make a move like hydraulics. I bet you I have the water pressure. Take you somewhere, some swear order, let my lecture leave you there eternally. Your concern should be how to stop my diabolics. Returning to the plot that I was talking, I go off on tangents, often morphing topics to heal like antibiotics. I thought logic in the midst of the chaotic and get frustrated, melancholic. Used to rock it on your block, outdated on raiders. Obviously, perpetrators don't touch the mic. Pretenders must surrender to premeditated, spontaneous combustion. Once the dust lingers, you can't assess nothing. I was shrouded in cloaks. So you cruise in pieces, and your arts in pieces, and your mind and your hearts in pieces. Evoking emotion, you compare to being frozen, knowing that I follows obvious. Clouds of smoke is didactic, cause you might learn from this. I ain't preaching to y'all, I'm just speaking to y'all compulsory. Them flows be all up in my gut, it's just my behavior, tell you what. Hey, yo, didactic, cause you might learn from this. I ain't preaching to y'all, I'm just speaking to y'all compulsory. Them flows be all up in my gut, it's just my behavior, tell you what. My behavior tell you what. That sounds like the end to me. That's all the words I have to lace this track with. No more rhymes, no more verses. Kid Koala on the cut. DJ Prime cuts. If I need more could cut. What the hell happened? Y'all keep messing with me. Was up the stage. Mark B. And the scratch perverts. Getting freaky with it. This is straight. Flavor straight. The second level flavor from Maryland, DC, Gaithersburg, Virginia area. Because nobody comes from there.
Same, except that's outer space.
Word. I hope y'all tilling y'all gardens, because that's all you got to do. Alright, and we out.
Staring at the wall, don't even try to tame me.
up in a work-lead position, give a couple good scuffs backwards, and pull up into a reverse rolling steamroller. Then when you start to get comfortable with that, that's when you begin to launch for the tire. Gently push the bars forward, throw the seat a little bit, and reach for the tire, all keeping your body in line at the same time. Once rolling backwards in the hitchhiker position, a lot of the balancing should be done with your upper torso as your legs should just stay comfortably bent. Once it's time to pull out of the backward rolling hitchhiker, you want to stay centered, move the bike around where you want it to, and then essentially you want to be in the rolling backward half-height position. Then when it's time, let the back end down and then ride out however you choose. Ride along forwards, push up into a forward crawl cruiser position. Keep the bike straight. This is very important. Then when it's time, aim your remaining foot onto the peg and give the bars a small push as you grab the back tire. We're now rolling in the hitchhiker position. When it's time to pull out of the hitchhiker, what you want to do is start off easing the bike back into the half-height position. Then, taking your inside foot, your right foot off the peg, and placing it on the back rear peg as you sit the bike back down on two wheels again, bracing all your weight mostly onto the seat. To do this, you do a very quick and snappy fire hydrant. In one motion, put your other foot on the front peg, grab for the back tire, and straighten everything out so the bike is now in a vertical position, the hitchhiker, a spinning one. In the spinning position, what I find works best is tightening your body. I sort of keep my one hand extended in the air to help the spin faster, but you'll just find ways about it that you can keep your body tight and the spin will last longer. It's about being as efficient on your spin as you can. Riding out of this one is pretty tough. I find that just yanking out of it's the best way. A lot of people are going out of it in a juggler position, but what I've done here is just out the car cruiser. Same idea as a hitchhiker, but as soon as you get to where you want to step your foot back onto the back peg, kind of twist a bit to the left, and I find that sort of stops your spin.
What do you do with a drunken sailor? What do you do with a drunken sailor? What do you do with a drunken sailor early in the morning? Way hey, up she rises, way hey, up she rises, way hey, up she rises early in the morning. Shave his belly with a rusty razor, shave his belly with a rusty razor, shave his belly with a rusty razor early in the morning. Way hey, up she rises, way hey, up she rises, way hey, up she rises early in the morning. Throw him in the back of the paddy wagon, throw him in the back of the paddy wagon, throw him in the back of the paddy wagon early in the morning. Way hey, up she rises, way hey, up she rises, way hey, up she rises early in the morning. What do you do with a drunken sailor? What do you do with a drunken sailor? What do you do with a drunken sailor early in the morning? Way hey, up she rises, way hey, up she rises, way hey, up she rises early in the morning. Throw him in a hole with a captain's daughter, throw him in a hole with a captain's daughter, throw him in a hole with a captain's daughter early in the morning. Way hey, up she rises, way hey, up she rises, way hey, up she rises early in the morning. Throw him in the lockup till he's sober, throw him in the lockup till he's sober, throw him in the lockup till he's sober early in the morning. Way hey, up she rises, way hey, up she rises, way hey, up she rises early in the morning. Drunken sailor, what do you do with a drunken sailor? What do you do with a drunken sailor early in the morning?
Way, hey, let's rise this way, hey, let's rise this way, hey, let's rise this early in the morning. Way, hey, let's rise this way, hey, let's rise this way, hey, let's rise this early in the morning. What do you do with a drunken sailor? What do you do with a drunken sailor? What do you do with a drunken sailor early in the morning?
I only slap you as hard as I'll slap myself.
Somewhere in space, this may all be happening right now.
Up the stage, tell me where the fuck you be at. Flame, slashing up your face with soul size from hickory, smacking at your leg. Blue, rain, choke on antifreeze till it permeates your veins. Blue, flame, slashing up your face with soul size from hickory, smacking at your leg. Blue, rain, choke on antifreeze till it permeates your veins.
Do you ever feel fire eating you up inside? Baby, give it some time, baby, it'll subside. Whomsoever lets it pass him by raises his knees, you might have saved your own life. You need to subscribe to that Eye for an Eye, because what's gonna happen if our paths collide? If you're walking right along the edge of demise and you're trying to bribe life, it's a hell of a job, because by these hands anything's possible. I'm telling you, caution, keep your wits real tame, and we'll get along as long as you play docile. Let your emotions run wild and you slip through flames. Hear me talking, I said, you hear me talking, gonna call on the angel angel when he falls on the earthly flame. Believe me, if it's just that same old same, nobody's gonna come to your aid, and nobody's gonna beg you to escape. Now are we straight and are we on the same page? We came down from the mountain to live about a sea, to live with the fire of life inside of me. It burned brightly day and nightly, providing sight, sweet and strength, natural and ever extinguishing. It's like a certain part of me that can't be satisfied. It's like a feeling inside that can't be pacified. Feel so alive when the song takes flight, and then it guides my mind and we climb the great heights.
And on the daylight and on the daybreak, we all take flight. The song it may make you want to stay tight and strong in every way. We far away, mics, and y'all we take it beyond that.
Hold tight and you can't accelerate. Sometimes just about every day we are right and creating an infinite way. 'Cause it's burning up, saturated, it's starting to erupt. You can't believe it, can you? Oh, what you soup, it's the same thing I'm feeling. And when the two blend, take a huge guess at who
the two flames came to conquer till the whole world asked for another encore. We came to river so you witness the prolificness of this, and if you're with me and you listen very closely, you can hear the blue flames.
Splashing up your face, the soul side through hickory, smacking at your legs. Blue flame, choke on any cream till it permeates your veins. Blue flame, splashing up your face, the soul side through hickory, smacking at your legs. Blue flame, choke on any cream till it permeates your veins.
Jesse Hicks. I'm from Pepperell, Massachusetts. I'm 24 years old. I've been married about 4 years, and I've been riding about 13 years or so. Team welfare was interesting. Before, around the time I guess I started entering contests, I met up with someone named David Muggleston, and then there was a bunch of other local people around our town, and we started Team Welfare. We had this big, huge green car. It was really old cars, really beat up. We traveled all across the country in that, and we did a lot of crazy things.
Hey, I'm Jim Cavanaugh from Watertown, Massachusetts, 29 years old. Been riding for about 15 or more years.
Jumped on. I've been riding for about 17 years, and I'm 31 years old, Framingham, Massachusetts. Back in the heyday of the 80s, mid to late 80s, the King of Flatland scene was such that there were like over 100 riders at a local competition in New Hampshire, coming from as far away as New Jersey and the utmost parts of Maine and Canada. And you could just call someone and you have like choices of like 50 riders in the area you could ride with at any time. And now it's basically 10 riders that get together every Wednesday night so when it's not too cold or rainy at this Target parking lot, and we ride, just try and hold our jobs together and ride more than once a week.
My name is Kurt Von Sett. I'm 27 and I've been riding for 9 years from East Cambridge. The riding scene in New England I think is really nice. It's a small group of people, but we seem to be very close-knit. But it's really great. Everyone's very nice, no weird vibes at all different levels. It's really nice. And no one's really too young, except for that Matt kid. We'll see how he turns out.
Hi, my name is Brian Chapman. I'm from Providence, Rhode Island. I'm 27 years old, and I've been riding Flatland for 17 years. The riders in New England are laid back, really cool, fun to ride with. A lot of old school riders, a lot of deep roots. I don't know, they're all close friends, no matter how often we see each other. Some riders you might see like once every 2 years, but still a lot of camaraderie when we all get together.
Travis Collier, 17, probably been riding for about 4 years now or so. Well, I have school obviously, so get up at about 6:30 and then just get ready, go to school till about 3:30, come home and be in the parking lot by 4 and then ride till 6:30, 7ish, about that. Well, I got a bike a long time ago, and I rode just like ramps and like, you know, you build ramps with your friends and jump over garbage cans, and everyone pretty much did that. And then I met Andrew and Jason Brown and those guys, and I didn't even know what Flatland was at that time, and then I just watched them, hung out with them a lot, and I got into that. I think it's really positive seeing bikes on TV and stuff. I mean, they may not represent it in the way that we think is proper, but I mean, TV is terrible, but it's nice if you do turn on the television every now and then, and it's all of a sudden you see, what you like to do is ride on TV. It's like, oh, I'm gonna watch this. That's the good thing about it. But in a lot of ways, they make a mockery out of it. But I guess that's the price you pay, right? California was awesome because I really like going down there because it's just kind of cool. I've always wanted to go down to California and see like Hollywood and everything, and it was just such a different lifestyle than Canada. Just anywhere in Canada, so much different than LA. I mean, it's cool being on the beach and like surfboard, like bodyboarding and everything that we did. And I thought I had the wave, but then it took me out. The wave won. It always won. My parents are really cool. They, my dad and my mom and dad are always super supportive about everything, and they just kind of, it's nice because they let me do what I want for riding. And back when I was younger, when I first started a few years ago, they'd be the first one. Like if I needed a ride to a parking lot to meet up with Jason or anybody to go ride, then they're the first ones to say, oh, we'll give you a ride there. And they sent me to my first contest, and my parents are super rad. My sponsors are We the People, Primo, Top of the World Clothing, and Ronin. So many people have helped me out with bike parts and just keeping me riding. I mean, I think everyone helps everyone out. I think a lot of the people that help me out are guys like Steve Fong and like Shane Neville and Jay Miron, Andrew Ferris, Jamie McIntosh, Wade Nelson. I mean, I could sit here. I mean, I don't want to miss anybody, but I'd list names for like an hour of people who are a big part of where I am right now. Wade Nelson said something to me that made a lot of sense, and it's something that a lot of people could live by till the day they die. And it's, you know, if you spread positive energy, then nothing but good things will come your way.
The man I used to know. Well, maybe that's good, but the don't care usually show. Was emotional, feeling woe with smoke, really rolling smoke. Now I'm feeling like dealing with these ain't even a get. No, you not. I don't sweat. It's been a long time coming, but it stays stunning, fun in a million places. Place looking messy, cause I've been my old Bessie on the road. That's my mic, this my life. Don't just stall. My motto's bitch just fall. Yeah, I say it again, bitch just fall. At the feet, at the mall, fall victim. Fall in love, I'll flip them, rip them a new idea clearly. Bigger I get yearly, not nearly soon enough. I must quit the puff, tobacco, snuff. Alright, now what's my name? Cling to the hope of meeting somebody dope and worth rapping. That's snapping back on attack when you come at me like a nutcase, asking for drama. Now I'm saying how these nuts taste. Don't copy this, see the planner at coffee, bitch. Popcorn, rock, more knots from stress in my back. Old times and how to bring them back. Hold my
suicide was an answer. The lie that they built to build the answer. They tried to say things, you were thinking things. I know you were never thinking that. Sinking fat in my chest, loves know where to be found. So you crawl on the ground, searching for your contacts, cause you lost all contact with the ones around you, lacking, packing, hurting like I'm tracking these keys to a beat. Grandma used to hum to me, things will come to me, then I might lose it. But be strong, and no one can treat you wrong. She would always say as she hummed the song. So long it took for me to understand before I King Kong the industry, knowing someday that it could be me. Chomping on $1.93 value bill, still in a daydream, but with love and will, that's the true meaning of real. So I can fill that void like hemorrhoids. I just can't sit down too long before being annoyed. Like, let's do something, man, doing nothing. Boy, tell me something, how can we stop the fire before the world is destroyed in the fire? That's right, now get your ass up. We're trying to do this one more time. What? Man, get up! Hey, listen.
You got 3 minutes to close your eyes and fall asleep.
schizophrenic type thing.
In about 1986, plywood hood Kevin Jones introduced to Flatland a Hang 5, a forward nose wheelie standing on the one front standing device. Nearly 16 years later, it has still remained to be a solid and well-used rolling position within many people's arsenals to link into and out of other positions. This FM how-to will explain the techniques necessary in making this simple yet tricky position become a reality for you. Start out by riding at a slow to medium speed with one leg on the front peg and the other on either the back peg or the pedal. Take a nice deep breath, and then as you start to exhale, ease forward with body and bike in one motion so that you end up being exactly over the center of your front wheel. While all this is happening, your peg leg and arms should be comfortably bent, but locked. Your bike should be at about a 45-degree angle, which will feel really steep at first, but then, like everything else, you will become accustomed to it in the time to come. In the meantime, do expect to go over the bars a few times as you go too far over that center and flip, or you could, without thinking, do not fully commit to the trick and the back end will just go down. Focus maneuvering the bike in harmony with your shift change, and that back end will just come up where you want it. Once up there, your floating leg will be all the balancing devices you need. Try to learn this without your brakes. Death grip it. Then, once you've impressed all your lady friends with this new trick, it's time to up the ante some and learn some basic variations. Try one-handed. Switch-handed. Experiment to find all the ways. Then, when you really want to throw down a crowd pleaser, you can learn the hang nothing, a no-footed version. It may look and seem tough, but once you finally realize that all your weight lies in your arms that are locked out, it's a piece of cake. And while all the rest of your Hang 5 arsenal is blossoming, you can also learn all the no-handed versions too. There's the Messiah, a cliffhanger, and even the seat grab. Once you learn these, try some variations like G-turn, one-footed, and maybe one day kick-flip.
Hey, look at the squirrel. It's a big squirrel.
I get up high above the lanes. Look at me up a tree again. I brought a knife to carve our names. Look at me, I'm up a tree again. Look at me up a tree again. The leaves are falling, the leaves are falling. Look at me up a tree again. The leaves are falling, the leaves are falling. As they fall, you hear me, I'll call. Look at me up a tree again. Look at me up a tree again. Look at me up a tree again.
That was pretty rad. When did we get to Texas?
connections. Warm it up. Cause y'all need to know one thing about me. I am the terrorist. T-E-R-R-O-I is the terrorist. I'm after everybody. I am the terrorist. T-E-R-R-O-I is the terrorist. Full out in the automatic, rat-a-tat-a, a tatis, never rat it, it's smoke 'em, it's see it's somebody's lit it, streets, paramedics, push up on the set, it's a homicide, and I did it, I bet it's the lyric, deeply embedded into his head, it's connection, convulsion, conjured by motion, I said it, it's orphan, like Kenny Norton, I'm tossing, out from the field, you see it's the international slicer, monster slasher, Paul Lasser, section wrecking like Tekken, karate fight, rhyming reppin', move out with special protection, my special move, my spinning glass, I rotation the words into a boomerang, retrieving the thing, deadly incision, blood-sucking vampire bat bang, show up Bay Area werewolf in London around the UK, well the wolf, howl, eat shit, and all the airway, my mango style deformed the artist, leaving this Lexus in his Lexus, with an ugly broad, smelling like Nexus, using Humexes, smoking Marlboros, AIDS infectious, weighing less than your gold necklace, she'll share the needle, I know, I'm mad addicting, it's second, that's why I keep on inflecting, and return, different human being, each ripping, terrorist, T-E-R-R-O-I is the terrorist, I'm after everybody, I am the terrorist, T-E-R-R-O-I is the terrorist, rappers pull up your pants and run, the terrorist, kinda like an acrobatic fall, move funky through the air, go attack the room and watch the crowd split apart, crack back, boss, blindside shot, you ain't seeing, but you feeling, impact object like a rock, my words rolled up in sound, tossed like Randy Johnson, heat off the mound, I'm throwing down like Westbrook, to his teammate, when he got him hand down on the ground, running around, stretching the field, deep on your corner, safety always bites, protection, your shield, gets blown to smithereens, angel dust, shoot up for the elephant, I scoop quick like souped up Hondas, that my partners ride, from the Philippines, what I mean, the difference between, me and these rappers I kick like nobody else's, I switch them between, leaving them puzzled, I dazzled and dancing, moving my presence amazing, terrorist, T-E-R-R-O-I is the terrorist, walk that back street curve, I am the terrorist, T-E-R-R-O-I is the terrorist, terrible, tantalizing, intriguing, terrorist, Hold on, before you start the next record. Take me to a commercial.
a student, she's an infant. I'm a homemaker, so I don't get paid. He's a trucker, she's an actor. We're all fools and we all get played. Did you know there was a time on this land before there was any profession? Did you know there was a time on this land before we traded freedom in for an easy life? Now what we have is tons of shiny toys and semi-voluntary servitude, and the hope that if we slave and save before we reach our grave, we'll have enough to avoid the state-run geriatric hospital. I don't wanna die alone, yeah. You don't wanna die alone, but we're all gonna die so far away. We're all gonna die alone. It's a natural consequence of living in a society that believes because you live in isolation, it means you're free, but it can't be. He collects cans on the side of the freeway. She's a technician, he's a politician. He sells drugs so you know he gets paid. I'm a writer, he's a rock star. He works in prison so he don't get paid. Rich as a rocker, lawyer sells a boyfriend. We're all fools and we all get played. There was a time on this land before there was any profession. Did you know there was a time on this land before we traded freedom in for an easy life? Now what we have is tons of pretty toys and semi-voluntary servitude, and the hope that if we slave and save before we reach our grave, we'll have enough to avoid the state-run geriatric hospital. The natural consequence of living in a society that believes because you live in isolation, it means you're free, but it can't be. There was a time on this land. Did you know there was a time on this land? Did you know there was a time on this land?
Bar one, moving amongst the madness. The next man, this part to you. Bar two, moving amongst the madness. Let your body collide to the rhythm provided. Bar one. The next man, this part to you. Part two, moving amongst the madness. Let your body collide to the rhythm provided. Bar one.
I queue up and cross the fader space, evading the beats. Unique flavor, saturation of soul. I hold steady. I rock ready as drums roll. Check the percussion. The next spin wreck. End of discussion. Touching tones and rotating wax, bringing it back to the break. Ain't no faking this. We making this hot. We lock the needle in the groove, manipulation of moves, bringing the dramas, laying them flares and snares on ya. Bass hits that bomb ya, reverberating and invigorating the brain. We maintain and boost the gain and take your body right down to the brain. You hear the speaker strain and contain the creations, the salsa, the next man, and syncopation. Lacing the set, we rap the intercontinental flow for your mental. So step into the center, beware of those who enter. It's madness, your thoughts get spun, your mind's done.
Bar one, moving amongst the madness. Part 2, moving amongst the madness. Let your body collide to the rhythm provided. Part 1, moving amongst the madness. The next man, this OTO. Part 2, moving amongst the madness. Let your body collide to the rhythm provided. Part 2.
I breaks it down with DJ searching by loop, dissecting edits, then performing the jam with hands in motion, causing commotion. Who puts a buzz in every speaker? The soul song with the next man sound that's bound to reach you in your urban area. Build a hysteria is springing, got 'em ringing the alarm like tennis, so heed the warning. Sonics be forming, rhythms they rain down to wet you and stretch the conceptions of the uses of the text and the vinyl. But Lou be dropping beats to break your spinal, while DJ Search brings it back with the tables get torn, showing the style to impress. The next with fade and finesse. And all that mess. We stressing the point, coming with hot joints to hit you. The next man, flexing the set, bound to get you.
Moving amongst the madness. Part 1, fascinating. Absolutely fascinating. What kind of instrument is that? The turntable. Almost complete. Okay. That's it, chap. Part 2. It's blue. Hey, get sweated. I'll break it down. Work for the next. Join me in one little experiment. Now come on, I'm gonna show you. Part 1, moving amongst the madness.
Terry Adams, I'm 18 years old. I'm sponsored by 2 Hip, Odyssey, Flatland Fuel, and that's it.
I'm Scott O'Brien, New Orleans, Louisiana, 28 years old, married, 2 kids, 2 jobs. They call me Sensei.
My name is Mickey Gaitis. Been riding for about 5.5, going on maybe 6 years. About 19 years old. I am from New Orleans, Louisiana.
Gary Matthews, 19 years old, been riding about 2 years now.
Name is Eugene Collins. Just made 25 today. Been riding about 10 years. Started riding when I was 15. I hooked up with Mickey when I started riding. Got into it watching the movie Rad, believe it or not, 10 years after it was made. That video kind of sparked a little interest in me, and after that video, we got into it after we saw like Dark 7 and Dark 6, and after that it was on from there on out, man. And me and Mickey was looking for a sponsor. We were calling around, calling different bike shops, and we called Bike Zone, and they told us they had a rider. And we got his phone number, called him up, went out there, rode with him, and little Terry was like, man, y'all are awesome, man. Terry couldn't do nothing, dog. And like 2 weeks we went back up there, and Terry was floating, man. That's my little prodigy, that's my son.
I'm a fireman. I put out fires for a living, and I save people's lives, like Mickey's, when his car caught on fire one day. And I was working, at 2 o'clock in the morning. Pulled up. His car was on fire at a gas station, couldn't believe it was him. We get a call at 2 in the morning, he'd pull up, and there's Mickey standing by his car, it's on fire. And he's standing there with a white t-shirt on, it's like totally black, and he's like dazed. I thought he was hurt or something at first, I was kind of worried. It's hard, it really is. Sometimes it's like, I'll be sitting there changing a diaper, and then I'll be like, okay, I'm going to ride in like 3 hours from now, and I got my hands in diapers. So it's like, I have to separate the worlds, the 2 different worlds a little bit. You know, family, job man from Flatland man. I don't mix the 2. My wife's 100% supportive. I couldn't do it without her. I would not be able to ride without her. She watches the baby while I go ride, and she's behind me 100%, so there's no way I could ride without her. And she helps me balance it, and so I just kind of made it a part of our life. It's you know, it's in my life, it's part of my life, and every chance I get, I go ride.
When we started out riding, the way we would watch videos, I mean, I don't know if everybody watches videos and do this, but like if we seen somebody and came across somebody who really wasn't going off, because you know they have people who get into it just because it looks like the cool thing to do, or you know everybody's doing it. But with us, it's like, we have to be original. We have to, we have to blow people's mind, because that's what it's all about. We got into it. We was all sitting in a room screaming and howling, bruh. And I can remember that day like it was yesterday, So it's like, that's what Flatland is all about to me. That's my way to make, if I can, give somebody the heightened emotion that I felt when I first started riding, Pretty much, life is still complicated with, trying to juggle working full time and still riding, but I'm still going at it. I don't see no end to it, and no point in time soon. I don't see an end to it, period, So I'll be an old man going bald, still riding, bro.
I love riding at night when nothing else is going on. It's like I'm out there by myself. Especially, I like to ride in the tennis courts with gates around me. I feel like there's nothing, I'm the only one inside of there. There's nothing going on outside. And when I'm riding and at nighttime, it's just that whole vibe. I just love the vibe.
Mickey and I we had some good nights, good sessions. Mickey, I'm sitting in this chair right now because of Mickey. He pushed me so hard. Mickey's a big influence on my riding. He pushed me to be original and to go further, and showed me how to actually session. He showed me how to do it. 'Cause before, riding wasn't that way. You didn't go session, practice, or ride for 2-3 hours. It was totally different. And riding with him showed me how to session. I've never seen anybody ride harder than Mickey Gattos. Never. He pushes himself to a limit. It's incredible. I'll see him try a link for, I don't know, an hour, and if he doesn't get it, he won't even stop to get a drink of water until he finishes it. He will not go inside until he finishes a link. It's incredible to watch. Dude's got skills and props, man. He's a badass rider.
I respect Terry. He puts his heart into riding. The coverage he gets, I feel he deserves it. Maybe even a little bit more sometimes. But seeing him in the magazines, does me good, does everybody good. It's an inspiration.
When I was 15, I started sending videos out, and I wasn't really all that great, so not a lot of people called me back, and Ron was one of the people that called me back, and ever since I've been with him.
In my opinion, I think Terry Adams is a savant, man. I'll never forget the time I went out there practicing hitchhikers, the free squeaks, and went home. And I talked to this guy, Norman, that spent the night with him. And they stayed up watching videos and went to sleep about 12 o'clock. Norman woke up about 2 o'clock and said Terry was outside practicing hitchhikers, dog. That's how determined this dude was to ride. Well, if somebody was to come in through to New Orleans, you guaranteed a good time. Everybody in South Riders crew, we real riders. We bout riding. I mean, it's we ain't the kind of people that's going, turn you down or shun you or hate you, when we meet you or whatever. We don't do it to no riders, period. So it's going to be, you're not going to be with riders who not creative. You're going to be with people who are going to be pushing themselves as well as trying to push you at the same time. And, we want to not only see ourselves get better, but we want to see other riders progress as well.
cross-handed steamroll with your leg comfortably bent, you preload your bar spin by inverting your grip hand. Doing this allows for your hand to be normal once you've manipulated that 180 spin. Crouch down just a bit to preload your jump, and then do it. Jump straight up, focus on sucking your legs up. Doing this will make for some extra room to spin, and then, when you want to stick your landing, all you have to do is unsuck your legs onto the peg and tire. Timing is very important here. First, it will seem like there is a lot going on, but then give it a couple weeks, and it will all seem like one easy step. Now try it back to back. Accuracy is very important here, being exactly over top of the spot, right over the handlebars. With no hesitation, jump up a little bit, suck your leg up, attach your leg back down to the peg, and stabilize using bars and seat, and maybe your balancing leg if you need to. You are doing a cross-handed thing, but this time you're going to revolve the other way. As always, your leg on the peg should be comfortably bent as you preload for that jump and switch. Here, I've landed in the switch-footed elephant glide scuffing position. Landing in this trick and scuffing through it will help you correct any mistakes you may be doing at first. For sure, you're going to need a bit more speed, and most definitely accuracy. Being right over your sweet spot is the only way to make that full clockwise 180 spin. Start out with your grip hand facing normal. Jump straight up, remembering to suck your legs up as you in one motion follow through with a really quick half bar spin. You try and keep that same line that you started with. Most of the control in this trick will come from your seat and the way you hold your handlebars. Just like before, you should preload your hand inverted. Jump straight up, focus on a very quick spin. The faster your bar spin is for this, the less speed you will lose. Carving your fakie steamroller in a circular direction will help the spin go a little bit smoother and a little bit faster.
There's a voice that keeps on calling me. Down the road, it's where I'll always be. Every stop I make a new friend. Can't stay for long, just turn around and I'm gone again. Maybe tomorrow I'll wanna settle down. Until tomorrow I'll just keep moving on. So if you wanna join me for a while, just grab your hat, come travel light, that's hobo style.
1, 2, 3. Hi, everybody. We're the fabulous highlighters out of Indianapolis, Indiana. Because of that big hit poppin' popcorn. Now, we know everybody out there can do the popcorn. But right now, we got a brand new thing we want to run into you, baby. A little thing we call a funky 16 corners. Yeah, baby. You heard me right. The funky 16 corners. But first, we're going to tighten up on this music a little bit here. Come on in there, horns. Ow! Good God, sound pretty good. Do it again, do it again. Now right here is where we go to the first step, baby. When we tell you hit it one time, I want you to thrust your hips out hard to the left. But first, I want you to be doing the popcorn, kind of bouncing around just a little bit like me here. You got it, baby. Don't move your feet, baby. Just hold it right there. Here we go now. Hey, hey, baby, I got to groove one time. Ow! Right here we do it two times, baby. One to the left and one to the right. Hey, hey, baby, I got to groove
ridiculous.
Where in the hell are you from anyway, Private? Sir, Texas, sir!
Can't keep control because the world I've had it somehow been put on hold. Better believe so Fred revenge. Too soon to report a said yeah classic yeah. When I lose my head, damage done too late. The plan is underway. That's not the truth, can't feed the lies. Because the world I've had it somehow been put on hold. It's not you I blame, it's you I miss. Too soon to report a said yeah classic yeah. I didn't dream tonight. Couldn't care if I sleep again. Didn't dream tonight. Classic yeah. Too soon to report, too soon to report. I say you classic again. Too soon to report, too soon to report. I said it classic again. Do you believe me now? Do you believe me now? When I lose my head, damage done too late. The plan is underway. When I lose my head, damage done too late. The plan is underway. When I lose my head, damage done too late. Damage done too late. The plan is underway. Ha ha! 1, 2,
3. Take 2, and mañana give a call. The questions asked and answered yes, y'all a double dose. Pill from the ill prescribed, your pharmacist to assist in catching the vibes of take 2. And mañana give a call. The questions asked and answered yes, y'all a double dose. Came to liven up the scene to keep the whole crowd moving off the ill routine. Roll on out your bed and take 2 for your head that be throbbing from all the neck bobbing. It's the ill hangover, side effect very common. But it's an illness that you won't regret. And don't forget, when we come strolling through your habitat, get out your welcome mat, kids, cause we bringing cuts to the heads like the horsemen did. Coming bold, feverish, both hot and cold. Now I know that you're sick all up in your head, but we making house calls with beats and yes y'alls. And you know it's the ill, not a dose of NyQuil. Gonna burn going down, but you love that sound. Now this ain't your regular MC office visit. No waiting 30 minutes before we get you up. Plus secure we guarantee before you pay your fee. And yes, it's a steep price, so heed the doc's advice. Take 2, and mañana give a call. The questions asked and answered yes, y'all a double dose. Pill from the ill prescribed, your pharmacist to assist in catching the vibes. And take 2, and mañana give a call. questions asked and answered yes, y'all a double dose. Came to liven up the scene to keep the whole crowd moving off the ill routine. I took 2 pills of skills and on the rails from my pocket spent 16 bills. Followed the wanted and the wanted. I woke up all choked up and broke up. Kissed my whackness, gone practice on top of tables. The label said something about some side effects when catching wreck, plus the gain of respect from all my peers. Cheers, coming from stands, hands from the rap fans could possibly clap to make noise. Boys with the prefix B will strictly windmilling up rock with flares and whatnot. Plus beats hitting replay, loved by the DJ. You may catch referrals from murals of a writer. Warning, when I create a rap superstar, may cause depression cause your sales ain't up to par. It's far-fetched, so I sketch my words to represent. I'm not just a client, I'm the president. So take 2. And mine gotta give a call. Questions asked and answered yes, y'all a double dose. Pill from the ill prescribed. Your pharmacist to assist in catching the vibes and take 2. And mine gotta give a call. The questions asked and answered yes, y'all a double dose. Came to liven up the scene to keep the whole crowd moving off the ill routine. There's too many MCs, not enough mics to talk to. B, you're not 2. B, it's 3 minus 1 for the definition. It's also, and after mic check 1, 2 many MCs rocking the same flow. The number to tango, it's night and it's Play-Doh. We're terrible 2s from Tuesday till Tuesday. We're scratching off our to-do list, so touche and 2 brute. Take 2, and mine gotta give a call. The questions asked and answered yes, y'all a double dose. Pill from the ill prescribed. Your pharmacist to assist in catching the vibes and take 2. And mine gotta give a call. The questions asked and answered yes, y'all a double dose. Came to liven up the scene to keep the whole crowd moving off the ill routine. Take 2, and mine gotta give a call. The questions asked and answered yes, y'all a double dose. Pill from the ill prescribed. Your pharmacist to assist in catching the vibes and take 2. And mine gotta give a call. The questions asked and answered yes, y'all a double dose. Came to liven up the scene to keep the whole crowd moving off the ill routine.
Matt Holgan. I'm 28 years old, been riding almost 18 years from Macon, Georgia, recently Atlanta.
My name's Mitch Hall. I've been riding 4.5 years. I'm 23 years old.
My name is Shane Kajanori. I'm 16 years old and I've been riding for 2.5 years.
My name is Jeff Foster. I'm 30 years old. Live in Atlanta, Georgia. 30 South. Been riding off and on 17 years.
Name's John Dowker, aka the Duke. Originally from Peterborough, Ontario, Canada. Now I reside in Athens, Georgia.
Hi, I'm Kent Pearson, Athens, Georgia. I've been riding for 17 years now. I've been married for 5 years now, and I have a 20-month-old son named Mason. He loves to ride.
Hi, my name's Jody Temple. I'm 27 years old. I ride Flatland. I live in Athens, Georgia. I ride for Dragonfly, which I just got hooked up with, Harvest Clothing, which is Anthony Durbano's new clothing company, and Sunshine Cycles here in Athens, Georgia.
I don't know, I feel kind of weird. I came up with the name Flatland Manifesto when I was trying to do a print magazine like so many other people have, and like so many other Flatland specific print magazines that went down in a ball of flames. So I was pretty stoked when Nev wanted to use the name because I was fond of the name and I didn't want to see it just die right there. Also, I'm the art director for Flatland Fuel. I design their logos and their shirts and do their commercials and stuff, and that's terrific because I work in a crappy sort of corporate job where I have to do pie charts and stuff. So Pat Schoolin lets me do a lot of really cool stuff for his company without really putting any sort of weird constraints on it. I can do almost anything I want, so that's a pretty good deal. Ness Stone, man, that guy, I don't know what makes him ride that way. He's just crazy. He's probably the most talented rider here in Atlanta, I think. I guess we can't really take much credit for it. He was good when he came here, he was good when he left, and he was good when he came back. Ness Stone will have anybody just drive by, and he has no problem walking up to him and saying, hey man, you cannot park here. I'm riding here. And people leave. I don't know if he's just intimidating or what. He's the nicest guy, but I've never seen anybody just walk up to total strangers and go, "Oh, you can't park your car here. I'm riding my bike."
Metro, we do it like this right here. I'll tell y'all the secret about this, because this is like a W, but to us, if you turn it upside down, it's an M, just so we know what it is, and y'all don't, but I guess y'all do now.
Jeff's he's a really, really good rider, I think. He kind of pushes me to do more creative stuff, you know, as far as in like more rolling stuff rather than scuffing a lot and stuff like that. And he's a really fun guy to be with, just hang out with and have a good time.
First met like some guys from Atlanta about 5 years ago, and more or less just take turns. You know, most of the time they wind up coming riding here. I think because we have a more centralized spot, and everybody in Atlanta, it's really separated. And it's hard to get everybody together to ride sometimes and they don't really have a good central spot.
The scene in Athens rocks. Just totally willing to accept me for who I was, and real tight knit group of guys. There used to be a really good street scene here. It's just like I could tell these guys were going to be my best friends.
You know, it was good to live here, and rode here for a couple years by myself, but since then it's really grown into a large scene to where everybody loves coming here, and I love staying here, and I don't think I'm really ever going to go anywhere else but Athens.
Jody has always been good. Since the first time I came down here, it was 96 or something, he was tearing it up. He's just real dedicated. He rides every day. He knows he loves Flatland, and he just wants to progress.
I grew up in a little town called Hartwell that's about 45 miles outside of Athens, but Athens was always sort of the center of the Flatland in this area, and I met Kent when I was really early, so I used to always come here to ride all the time on the weekends and stuff, starting when I was about 14 or 15, and as soon as I started being able to drive, I was coming over here all the time. Kent's completely my mentor. I honestly have no idea where I would be in bike riding without him. I met him when I was 14 years old, and him and I were basically the only two people in this area that kept on riding bikes. Right after I met him is when all my friends quit, and his friends quit too, and we lived about 15 miles from each other in different towns. We went to different high schools, and he was a few years older than me, but he'd always come and ride with me on the weekends and pick me up, carry me to contests. So, and him and I have just always pushed each other and kept each other into it. We've been riding together almost 13 years now.
Athens family kind of came around as a joke. I rode here for a couple of years by myself, and then more and more riders moved into town, and the more we rode here, the more new guys picked up and came into town. And after a while, people started pointing out that we didn't really act like just riding buddies around each other. It wasn't all about riding. We were more like a family. And there was this old pinball machine, an Adams family pinball machine, and one day somebody made the joke that it should be an Athens family machine, and after that it kind of stuck, and it kind of at random, people would show up and be like, "Hey, how's the Athens family?" And then after that it just kind of stuck on, and we wear it really proudly now. We take it pretty seriously, tattoos and the whole bit. Everybody really takes the Athens family thing as serious as they would a real family. I always knew my heart was in Athens. It's got a really good vibe here, riding and otherwise. To live here or to ride here, either one is just the best feeling vibe I've ever felt out of anywhere that I've been.
I really like Atlanta though. I think this is my home for now. Probably always will be.
Good place to be. It's like Southern California weather, but European style, not like staticky governing or anything. You can just kind of do whatever you want and be on your own groove, and nobody really bothers you. And food's good, it's cheap, people are great, there's lots of riders. Well, I haven't really lived anywhere, but kinda lived, I guess. Pretty much the only place I've really lived has been LA, Athens, and Spain. The rest has just kind of been a blur of places. I don't want to be in the same place for too long. I mean, I don't know. That's just the way I am. I guess I get burned out on things and like to see new things and always check out new places, and that kind of always kept me going and always kept me motivated, was going to new places and learning new things and seeing new people and hearing different, just change of scenery, really. Might be hard for a mother because her son's never there and just kind of takes off, and she always kind of insinuates that she wishes she would have traveled more when she was younger, when she had the chance, and she did her share, and she's always been positive with me about what I do. And I've always liked taking photos ever since I was little. I just had like a cheap little camera, whatever, and a few years ago I went to Japan and bought a really nice Canon with a couple nice lenses. So been taking it along with me for all my travels and getting some good shots of all kinds of different places and things. Yeah, I play a little bit. I used to play a lot, like, not to say that I'm not, good or anything. I've done well sometimes, betting or whatever, but I used to play a lot, yeah. Phil Dolan, we played probably as much pool as we rode last winter. Like, seriously, we'd go ride and then we'd go play pool, and then we'd go out, and it was like every day for a couple months. Definitely there's a contest aspect that's tense and stressful, and the feeling of when after a contest, and if you do well, that's a pretty good feeling that you're able to continue riding and make money and make a living doing it, doing something you like, and get to travel for it, and I don't know. And I've always just like had that kind of outlook, like if you enjoy doing a trick, then do it. Not everybody thinks. Someone thinks it's stupid. Well, you like doing it, right? You know what I mean? There's stuff that I probably still do and I've been doing for a long time, but I like doing it. You know what I mean? And I'm not worried about like, I did that one time. I like doing it. There's obviously goals and short-term, long-term goals, but priorities of life are, for me, having fun and not getting too down on anything, which is hard to do sometimes. I know for anybody probably, but try to stay positive and look at the future in a good way, even though sometimes it's difficult in the world we live in to look at things positively and look at the world in a positive way. But try. I'd like to say thanks to a lot of people and everybody I think that's helped me out along the way, or wherever I've been knows who they are, so thank you. And to my sponsors, actionshoesbizhouse.com. That's it.
drink. It'll make you seem much older, and you feel that you are bolder than you think. Have a drink, have a drink. When your life is turning upside down and you are just a fucking clown, I think. Have a drink. Well, you think you're so fine, but I'm not that damn blind. I'm much smarter than you think. Have a drink. Well, you got so many problems and you're wondering how to solve them, so you think. Have a drink. Have a drink. When you know that it is over and you think that there's no other, so you drink. Have a drink. Well, you think you're so fine, but I'm not that damn blind. I'm much smarter than you think. Have a drink. Since you got a lot of money, I'll pretend that I'm your buddy and we'll drink. And we'll drink. Have a drink. You will sacrifice all others just so you can have another, and we'll drink. And we'll drink. Well, you think you're so fine, but I'm not that damn blind. I'm much smarter than you think. Have a drink. When you think that she is older and you feel that you are bolder than you think. Have a drink. Have a drink. It's Friday night. You wanna hang out with your friends 'cause you've had it up to here. School just started and you wonder to yourself, where did my summer go? But it'll be alright tonight. Friday night, let's go. Let's all have fun tonight. Alright, here we go tonight. It's Monday again, and it feels like it never ends. Where did your life go? Did you forget what it was like? This week is way too slow. It'll never end. When will it go? You made it through the week, and now you feel just fine. There'll be no nervous breakdown tonight. Friday night, let's go. Let's all have fun tonight. Alright, here we go tonight. Friday night, let's go. Let's all have fun tonight. Alright, here we go tonight. It doesn't matter where we go or what we do. Let's just do it now. Go to the gas station and hang out there all night. It'll be alright. Friday night, let's go. Let's all have fun tonight. Alright, here we go tonight. Friday night, let's go. Let's all have fun tonight.
top of the world, you and I. We've got a lot of time and it sure feels right. 'Cause you reached in your pocket and pulled out a pass. You can take me anywhere. 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 Sha-la-la-la. Sha-la-la-la-la-la-la. Sha-la-la-la. Sha-la-la-la-la-la-la. Yeah. Sha-la-la-la-la. Yeah. You can take me anywhere. Yeah. Sha-la-la-la-la. Yeah. You can take me anywhere. Yeah. Sha-la-la-la-la. Yeah. You can take me anywhere. Yeah. You can take me anywhere. Sha-la-la-la.
In today's how-to for FM5, we are going to show you the Mega Spin. This was invented by Jason Parks a long time ago, and people had no idea what he was doing. Initially, to do this Mega Spin, you must need momentum. A good way to pick up momentum is by carving your front wheel into it, and then just lifting up and start kicking the tire. It's that easy. One thing I can note to you though, to make the trick a little bit smoother and savvier, is turning your handlebars a little bit. This is going to help you. Look over your shoulder a little bit behind you. This is going to keep you rotating. You have to lean your bike during a regular Mega Spin. That's going to keep your true center. G-turn Mega Spin involves no kicking. You're just pumping your body, going from forward to backward, trying to get as many G-turns in as possible. To do the G-turn Mega Spin involves a lot of momentum and a lot of pumping. So you have to push and pull on the bike. Try it for a while, you'll find out exactly what works best for you. I find that just aiming yourself into the way you want to huck just seems to be the best way. It'll smooth itself out. Playing with variations on your Mega Spin can be very important to your combos, like throwing in a cross-up, maybe switch-footed, or on the top tube. Here's the bar spin. Basically, I just grab hold of the seat, keeping that centered lock with my bike leaned over to keep the center, and grab on the seat, give them a huck. The X-up Mega Spin makes your bars face forward. Pretty much a regular Mega Spin, just try and keep your X-up as tight as possible, that way you're not leaning your body all off to the side and cockeyed. Spinning lawnmower involves rolling into the trick, locking into a sweet spot where your circle is. Once you get through, you stick your leg through, and you'll find yourself spinning like a pirouette. It's all about getting that sweet spot. The bike has to be straight up and down. Biggest thing is don't reach for your bike, pull it up to you.
Well, he's a chick magnet, if you know what I mean. The way the girls just go to him, well, you should have seen. The guy, yeah, he's got style, and it's patata, 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 doo doo. Tech magnet. 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 Tech magnet.
El Manuel de Costa Rica me contó una broma hace una semana. Va así. ¿Cómo se dice papel higiénico en chino? A ver si sabes. Quita caquita.